Okay, chapter 7 is understanding mental disorders. Again, mental disorders affect more than 50% of the American population. That means if you look to your left and your right, one of these people have some type of mental disorder. Okay? That could be widely anxiety. Okay? Anxiety could be is a very broad mental disorder, not a mental illness, but a disorder. Okay? What are mental illnesses? What are the symptoms of different types of mental illnesses? Okay? After studying this lesson, you will be able to define mental illness, analyze individual and environmental factors that influence whether a person develops a mental illness, explain how anxiety disorders are different from normal anxiety, differentiate between attention deficit hyperactive disorder, or ADHD as it is commonly called, executive function of disorders, EFDs, and obsessive compulsive disorder. Okay? You hear people say, I have OCD of something. Okay? Assess the impact of different types of mood disorders. Okay? Mental illness, here's the definition. Health condition in which negative or unhelpful feelings of thoughts become so severe they interfere with your daily life. Okay? That is your definition. Okay? That is your definition. Health condition in which negative or unhelpful feelings, okay? Negative or unhelpful feelings, okay, interfere with daily life, okay? Hyper, box, circle, those things. Also called mental disorder. Common and treatable. It is very common. Health condition in which negative or unhelpful feelings, thoughts become so severe that they interfere with your daily life. Someone once told me that one of the parts of anxiety that they have is when they get on the bus. What if the bus wrecks? What if the bus stops and I can't get to school? What if the bus stops and I can't get to my test in the first period? That's an anxiety disorder, okay? Or one of the characteristics of, okay? I will have those review sheets ready for you guys on Wednesday, I promise. Okay, we're good with this? Negative or unhelpful feelings that interfere with daily life. It means you struggle to keep thoughts in your head about algebra or about trig or about algebra 2 or about geometry because you're so occupied with something that may go on. Okay? What if I fall coming down these stairs? Okay? Factors affecting mental illness. Genetic makeup. Where do we get our genes from? From our parents, right? Genetic makeup. That's where some of the anxiety comes from. Life experiences and situations. Patterns of thinking and views of the world. Okay? Those are factors affecting mental illness. Okay? Did you know pre-birth events and mental illness, sometimes events that occur even before birth, affect the risk of mental illness? Alcohol or drugs, poor nutrition and trauma, or complications during pregnancy increase the baby's risk of developing a mental illness later in life. All right, here we go. Anxiety disorders, mental illnesses in which feelings of worry and dread interfere with daily life. Okay? These are anxiety disorders, much like the mental illness. Okay? This definition is much like the mental illness. Okay? Unrealistic or exaggerated anxiety. Example, just what I gave you. Now, a bus catching on fire or a bus having an accident is not unrealistic. It happens, but the probability is so great, you don't need to worry about it. Okay? There's not a large probability of that happening. Okay? So anxiety disorder. Anxiety disorder. Here. Okay? Make sure you're here. Okay? Remember, all these anxieties and illnesses, the key phrase is interfere with daily life. Interfere with daily life. Okay? If it's interfering with your daily life. Okay? Unrealistic or exaggerated anxiety. Most common mental illness in the United States. Okay? This is the most important part of this slide, right? That this is the most common illness in the U.S. I can't hyper express this enough. Okay? It is the most common illness in the U.S. You too. I don't see any writing. That's a problem for me. I don't see any writing. We have the test. It better be over the moon. Writing is how you remember. Writing is how you remember. Okay? Anxiety disorders, the most common illness in the U.S. Okay? Ready to move? We all good? Yes? No? Anybody still writing? Raise your hand. All right. It is the most common disorder in the U.S. So remember, there's a difference between disease and disorder. Okay? Let's move on. Types of anxiety. Here are the types of anxiety. Generalized anxiety disorder, extreme and constant anxiety about parts of your life that are beyond a person's control. Anxiety in the form of physical symptoms. Social anxiety. Okay? So generalized right? Generalized anxiety. Physical is in the form of physical symptoms, okay? All right, that is a form of physical symptom. Social anxiety. Social anxiety. Social anxiety related conditions, social media and disorder. Intense anxiety about social situations in which one might be judged by others. Okay? Coming to school, you can have social anxiety. Okay? Coming to school, you can have social anxiety. First day of school, I don't have the cool shoes on. I don't have the cool shirt on. Right? Those are social. Come to a social realm. Okay? Social anxiety. Okay? What can we get out of this? Judged by others. Okay? Judged by others. That's why they were talking about the Instagram or one of those, the likes, then they turned down the likes, or they did something to the likes where you don't like, I don't know, something about the likes they were turning down because kids were having these social anxieties about how many likes they get on certain photos and things of that nature. So they did something to modify it. Okay? Panic disorders, recurring panic attacks, or episodes of intense fear. Okay? Panic attack. Okay? Episodes of intense fear. Okay? Sorry, I should have circled that. Okay? Episode can develop after exposure or trigger. Okay? Episodes of intense fear. That's a panic attack. That is panic disorder. Panic disorder. Phobia. Active steps to avoid feared objects or situations. I have a phobia. I have a phobia of driving in the rain. I don't drive in the rain. If I drive in the rain, that means the rain caught me out there. I just didn't know. But if it is raining, I will not get in the car and go drive. It's not that I have a phobia of me driving. I have a phobia of other people who cannot drive in the rain. I don't like to be around accidents. I don't like to get caught in accidents, any of that. So I have a somewhat of a phobia, not necessarily as diagnosed, but I have a phobia of driving in the rain. I don't drive in the rain because I don't know what other people are going to do. Okay? So that's my phobia of driving. Everybody in here probably has a phobia of something, right? What do you have a phobia of?
The same phobia.
What?
The same.
The same?
Yeah.
Oh, driving in the rain?
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. I don't drive in the rain well.
Dangerous.
Yeah, and it's not me driving, it's other people driving.
Oh,
That's me. It's like, I'm not going to wreck. But the crazy people that are driving, those are the people I'm afraid of. Yeah. So, yes. Strong, unrealistic fear of objects and situations that does not really pose much, if any, danger. Okay? That is a phobia. You can be here. You can come here. And avoid feared objects or situations. That is phobia. Avoid feared objects or situations. Okay? All right, ready to move on? Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. You probably heard, you've seen the fidget spinners, right? Fidget spinners came out when you guys were in the what? About the 5th grade? 6th grade? Fidget spinners? Everybody has the fidget spinners? So people who have extra energy. People always say, that kid has ADHD. Can't sit still. Okay? Mental illness characterized by difficulty paying attention, hyperactivity, and impulsiveness. Usually develops during childhood and can continue through adulthood. Has many of the same symptoms as executive function disorder. Okay? Some people probably have ADHD. They may not have been diagnosed. Some people just haven't been taught to sit down. Some kids haven't been taught to sit down. If your parents don't discipline you and tell you to sit down and pay attention, then you probably won't sit down and pay attention. Okay? That's something you have to be trained to do. If you let your kids run all over the store or you let your kids run all over, they'll continue to do it. Training them and having ADHD is two different things. Okay? You have to be diagnosed. Sorry. Most people with ADHD, I see, most kids rather, they just haven't been taught to sit down. Okay? All right, mental illness characterized by difficulty paying attention, hyperactivity, and impulsiveness. Okay, so should have three phrases here to identify difficulty, paying attention, hyperactivity, and impulsiveness. Okay, my son used to get up in the middle of class. Never was diagnosed with ADHD, but sure, there was something there. Class, they be having class, he just get up and go to another desk. Like, what's wrong with you, boy? Just get up. Okay? Usually develops during childhood. Make sure you make note of that. Usually develops during childhood. Okay? Can continue through adulthood. Okay? Usually develops during childhood. Everything I'm boxing in and circling, trust me, you will see it again. Okay? Good? Can we move on? All right. Obsessive compulsive disorder. You've heard people say, I have OCD. They may just be using a phrase, and they probably really don't have it. People who have OCD don't really talk about it, to me. They recurring and uncontrollable thoughts and feelings and behaviors that make daily life function difficult. Right? There's that phrase again, right? Here's that phrase again. What's the phrase? Makes daily functioning difficult. Same thing. Every one of these makes daily functioning difficult. Okay? Responding to obsessions, uncontrollable thoughts and compulsions, repeated actions, no pleasure or satisfaction gained. OCD. Obsessive compulsive disorder. Okay? Some people have OCD, they put everything like, see how he got that all perfectly neat? Some people's desk, if you ever go into some teacher's desk, teacher's room, not mine, of course, right? But everything is perfect on their desk. I'll go into teacher's room, everything's perfect on their desk. Everything's put right back in the right spot. Y'all don't go into, no teachers like that have that? Really? Okay, well, it's definitely not my desk. I operate well under confusion. I know where the important things are. So, all right. Obsessive compulsive disorder. Mood disorders. Major depressive disorder. Seasonal affective disorder and bipolar disorder. Okay. Major depressive disorder. Okay. Increased risk of developing health conditions characterized by feeling of intense sadness, worthlessness, and hopelessness. Okay. This is a person who has major depression. Okay. Major depression disorder. Okay. They have feelings of intense sadness, worthlessness, and hopelessness. Okay? Seasonal affective disorder. Okay, so we're coming out of a season where some people, the season affects them. It affects me. I don't have a disorder. I don't get completely sad and depressed, but I absolutely hate the winter. Why? The winter is cold. Why else? I'm an outside person. I like doing things outdoors. So when I can't go outdoors or it's too cold, I don't like that. The sun is not shining. The sun gives off a certain happiness, does it not? Does the sun give off a certain happiness? What was yesterday? Everybody was outside and feeling good, right? Why? Because the sun was up. It was pleasant temperatures, right? Seasonal causes symptoms similar to those major depressive disorder experienced in the winter months. Okay? Experienced in the winter months, where there is less natural sunlight. Okay? Trust me, that is for real deal. Okay? Bipolar disorder, episodes that may last for weeks or months, characterized as extreme highs and lows. Okay? So that would be opposite of a continuum, right? The continuum is what? That means we stay between happy and sad. We fluctuate every day, right? But these people, they have extremes, lows, and extreme highs. Okay? I don't know, for some people, like my daughter, I don't know if that's bipolar or just mood swings, right? Because 1 minute she can be happy, hey, how you doing? Next minute she'll be, don't talk to me. Right? So, I don't get that. I mean, people say I'm mean. Oh, yeah, I'm sad. I'm not sad. I'm just about my business. I'm not mean. I'm just about my business. Like, hey, let's get to business. Then we can have fun later. I'm kind of like that. I'm kind of like, hey, let's take care of the business. Then we can have fun. Individually or together. We can have fun later, right? But we got to take our business first, right? So, bipolar disorder. Remember this in bipolar. Listen to me. Bipolar disorder. Listen to me. Extreme highs or extreme lows. That's what you should have circled in your thing. Extreme highs or extreme lows. Okay? Episodes may last for months. Okay? Extreme highs, extreme lows. All right, we got everything for mood disorders? Okay, remember this. Seasonal, winter. All right, major depressive, sadness, hopelessness. Okay, these are mood disorders. Let's keep moving. Personality disorders. Okay, hold on. Mental illnesses characterized by patterns of inappropriate behavior, usually diagnosed in older teens and adults that may be associated with childhood trauma. Antisocial personality disorder, you don't have to write all these down. All right, you can look at it on your Google Classroom, right? Antisocial personality disorders, borderline personality disorder, narcissistic personality disorder, obsessive compulsive, okay, OCD, paranoid, or schizoid, okay? Antisocial personality disorder. Okay? People that not very social. No, I'm not that social. Okay? I'm social, but I'm social for a minute. Hey, we're going over Uncle So-and-so's, right? So yeah, I'm gonna go over there, but I'm only gonna stay for about an hour. I'm gonna socialize. Hey, I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm gonna leave after that. I'm ready to go. I'm not going to go over there, well, she'll go over there and she'll stay all day. I'm like, I don't want to be around them people all day. I'm just not that. I don't, I love my parents. I don't want to be around them all day. They get mad at me because I don't come stay all day. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Oh, we're doing great. All right, anything you need fixing? No? All right, we'll sit here and talk for a minute. Anything, you need any money? No? Okay, well, all right then, I got to go. An hour, maybe two. I'm out of there. Yeah, I'm out. I got to go. I'm about the business. It's like when we used to do football film. I come in and, we're going to start film at 8. Well, 8:15, they moseying around, Nah, this ain't for me. Because I got something to do at 9. Let's start at 8, let's end at 9 so I can go do what else I got to do. So it's not antisocial, it's just being about your business. All right? Behavior disorders, oppositional defiant disorders, usually diagnosed in children, characterized by uncooperative, defiant, and hostile behavior. Okay, I don't see any of you having this, maybe, but okay. So ODD, Okay, characterized by uncooperative, defiant, and hostile. The only time I get undefiant or defiant and uncooperative is if I think it doesn't make sense. And if you can't make me see how it should make sense, then I might be deemed as defiant. I don't think it's defiant. I think I'm just curious to why we're doing this. Why are we doing this? What is this? Does this make sense? Some people just want you to go with the flow. Oh, we're just gonna do it. If it don't work out, I'm not into wasting my time. Okay, I'm not into it. Okay. Conduct disorder can grow into antisocial personality and disorder of an adult. Okay, so conduct disorder. Okay, so you got two disorders here. Probably want to know the definition too. Conduct disorder, characterized by hostile and sometimes violent behavior. Okay? Characterized by hostile and violent, hostile behavior. Okay? ODD, know what ODD means? And give me an example. Uncooperative, defiant, hostile. Conduct disorder. You probably put this in a line with a lot of people that may be in prison. This would be kind of the characteristics for people in prison. Okay? All right? I know this is kind of a long lecture, but this is. All right, we ready to go?